against all odds. The media against him, his own party against him, the Hollywood against him, Silicon Valley, the Pope against him, the FBI and Department of Justice against him. We still crushed him. We still crushed him. He's in.
Yeah.
So right there, that's a big, big boom.
It is.
And she said in her own words, if he gets in, all our necks are in a noose. That's a quote. How you doing, sir?
One badass.
And her neck should be in the next.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. All right, brother man, take care. That's what I'm saying. Are we going to see some indictments finally?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I think
I'm the speaker for 9/11 Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth.
I'm passing out your stuff right here.
Oh, good man.
Yeah. What is your name?
Gary Warner. I'm on some of the documentaries.
Wonderful.
Well, somebody's got to do it. People would say some years ago, that's scary stuff.
So,
tell you what's scary is ignorance.
Thank you. Not knowing.
Oh, listen, he can be your sales rep here on your.
Oh well, I'm so honored to meet you guys because
there you go. I mean,
you see,
he's an architect an engineer on AE 9/11 Truth.
That's what I'm saying. This man to me is the hero because he's putting his entire life, your life on the line, his career on the line. I'm honored. I'm honored. This is a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
You mentioned that when they come to get you at the border, and they don't want to touch you.
I know.
I want to open the conversation. Get out of here.
Oh, well, you know this better than everybody. People come out here, and I always like to quiz them on who they're listening to. And of course,
right. Now for more shit, we made up social engineer. Hey, I like that photograph on, what was it, USA Today or something like that? It had, or Wall Street Journal. It had this beautiful mother down in Florida, blonde mother, and she's weeping for something or other. Because of the Florida murder. But the girl who's walking with the guy who's the accused sole gunman said, we heard shots. I'm talking to him, and we heard these shots.
Yes.
Okay.
And those videos are like...
And so it goes.
Actually, there was a conference we went to, and a guy was talking about false flag, and he can show, there's, just like 9/11, there's 12 bullet points as to why it's a controlled demolition, and he did that showing which of these catastrophes are false flags, and there's certain key indicators of them, and Sandy Hook, and it was really quite methodical, and he went through it.
That's why I got the screen back there. I can turn on. I got A&E documentaries on there I can show.
Oh, good for you.
So when these topics come up, let's look at it. I show them. Of course, building number 7 is always the trigger.
What do you get here? You get a lot of...
I'll let you, because this is going to take a while. You found your kindred. We'll be in there looking at your tchotchkes.
What do you get here for hits? Do you get a lot of positives or negatives?
Yes. It's Norland. I'm doing something here. I didn't know what to expect. No one else is doing it.
Where are you from?
Well, I've been here for over 40 years, but originally New York, raised in Florida. But as a political satirical cartoonist and truth teller, I used to work for a newspaper called the New Orleans Levy. We don't hold anything back, so I did some 9/11 stuff in there. And so I've always been out there trying to get that message out, because to me, that's the linchpin. You know that. 9/11 is a linchpin to a lot of the deep state, everything that's going on. And coming out here...
Building 7. I'd drop an apple. I did it.
I know. Yeah. But I've got 850 videos up already, a good many of them on 9/11, and across the board, housewives from Alabama with their hair in curlers know. Students, 15 years old, know. And I love it as the ones that come by that should know, the other engineers, and they can...
they are so obtuse.
Yeah.
Basically like the rest of the conservative population. When I say conservative, liberal conservative, you just want to stay in this is one of my discoveries over the past 10 years in this thing is that the middle class want to keep their heads just below the horizon, because a tall poppy gets his head cut off, right? So you want to wear the Gucci shirt and all this shit, you want to fit in. And so, if you're talking with an Iranian or an Afghan refugee or whatever like that, they're trying to fit in. if they're middle class.
But I also found them to be more receptive to the truth than a lot of.
Well, yeah, but they don't want to talk about it. You know, I had a mosque lined up, the major mosque in Vancouver, Canada, and with my Muslim superintendent. They're all lined up, and then they called me back a week later. Can't do it. Sorry, why? Just can't do it. They want to just...
Yes. Well, that's why I would tell the ones that listen, there's certain topics that the corporate-owned news will not touch, and of course 9/11 is one of them.
Oh, you know.
And that's why I say if you want it...
Conspiracy facts. I tell them, hey, you want a conspiracy? What would history be?
Right. Everything's conspiracy.
Be pretty vanilla without conspiracy.
Right. But it's all being blown apart because of the internet. I mean, the fact that anybody can get on YouTube and see the truth, it's why they're failing. They are failing.
Yeah. How much longer do you figure it'll take? Who knows? You know, when I think of my ancestors are German, when I think of like 6 million Germans were starved to death on the banks of the Rhine after the war, and how many people know about that? Okay.
Now,
so this thing, how many people know?
Now, there was, at the beginning when he started his campaign, the one thing that perked my ears up, he made that, I'm sure you know the quote, "You elect me president, you will find out who really brought down the Twin Towers." Unquote. Now, the day after 9/11, you can see this interview, he was interviewed. Because, you know, he's a big shot in New York, builds buildings. And he said in this interview, there's something wrong here. I build buildings, and they do not come down like that. So the next day, he knows. He knows. And I don't, you know, and like you say,
evaporated.
And you know, how many people really want to even accept the truth? I get some resistance out here from people that, you know, have invested their entire belief system, and that can't happen here. But most people now, because they're seeing the lies have been exposed,
they want to listen a little more.
Yeah, I'm getting more and more. I think there's an awakening.
My wife used to say, you know, stop it, because people are walking away from us at parties and everything like that. I said, okay, big shot, maybe I'm not such a good salesman. I employ you. You're entitled to sales goddess. You do the sales, I'll back up. You can sell an idea, you can sell my product, you can sell an idea. So she started doing this is what she did. She's very effective. She'd drop a few morsels and then start another conversation. And they come falling it's like trolling for catfish. Bite, boom, got him.
You saw the 9/11 poster I have on the other side, right?
Yeah, 2 billion.
Yeah, which I want to gift you. I want. No, I want you to have it.
I'll buy one for you.
Oh well, thank you. Then I'm on it. Starts conversations, and that's what it is, planting seeds. I love it when people come by and see this, and they'll get down to the corner, they come back and they go, what do you mean, what third building? Is that the Pentagon? No, let me show it to you. On the back, I show them fall down, and boom, you can see that light.
You know, I didn't get it for years, and I told my son, my eldest son was an engineer, or a student engineer at the time, he'd call me and say, Dad, you got to look at this 9/11 stuff. Yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah.
And then finally, the guy called me. I got a call from the American military. And they wanted, I manufacture tents, and they wanted tents for, they got an acronym for every fucking thing, and they need a bunch of these tents. And I said, okay, I can easily do them. Where are they going? We can't tell you. That's top secret. I said, well, if it's top secret, I can't deliver because it's supposed to be delivered in theater. You know, they play these fucking in theater, like it's a game. Yeah. Okay? He says, you got me there. Okay, I didn't tell you this, but think I ran. I drove across, this is years ago. I drove across there. What the fuck are you guys doing here now? You know, I'm not exactly close.
Yeah, right.
Never mind. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And then another guy called me a little while later, and he had something similar. And so that's when I called my son. Oh no, and then my son called again. He said, Dad, you gotta look at this 9/11 stuff. I said, okay, give me the weekend. So I looked up, shit, and I came up on Sunday night. I said, Suzanne, my wife, sit down. He did it. The fuckers did it. What? They did 9/11. Yeah. Somebody did it. I don't know who, but that story the government's giving you is and the media is a piece of shit. The strange thing is, the worst of all is the media.
Well,
that's it. You nail the friggin' media.
Well, that's why I'm so glad this guy exposed them for the liars they are. But that was one of the catalysts. When you could see with your own eyes what you saw on TV that day, and then the media comes out and tells you something who are you going to believe? Your own lying eyes or them?
At that time, we didn't even know about Building 7.
Indeed. Well,
that was 2010, I think, or 2009 or something.
But you don't have to have, for me, I don't think you have to have a degree in engineering.
That's what I tell people. I give a talk in Barcelona, 3 talks in Barcelona. I had an apple. I said, this is all you have to see. See? Newton. Falling at the acceleration due to gravity. 9.8 meters. Exactly. Well, what's this building? Acceleration.
Simple physics.
So if you were playing pool that day, you'd have a perfect game because you hit the ball and you just keep on going, hitting everything. It would never stop. Conservation of energy.
This is just basic physics. If you took
that is good. This is the best.
Oh, thank you. Let me get you that. Let me get you. And what are you doing in town?
Oh, trade show. I'm coming here to the American Rental Association.
I have been having some extraordinary conversations with people that were here for the AI convention, the robotics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. There's another hurdle that we have to,
Like what kind of conversation?
Oh, one engineer stayed with me from Google. Stayed with me for 2 hours out here, having back and forth. And we went from everything about, how they're going to, artificial intelligence is going to take us over, to how the algorithms are, suppressing the truth. People that are out there trying to tell the truth.
Was he on board or?
Oh no.
Other side.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, like my brother, my son, who told me about 9/11. Like he's a technocracy figure. But he believes that technology is the answer. Well, I'm the senior engineer, and I know that all that shit is only as good as our assumptions, and we can't think everything. We just don't think everything.
Well, I candidly asked several of these scientists, I says, aren't you actually working on something that has the potential down the road to kill us? And they, yeah. And I wanted to slap him. I says, well, what are you doing it for?
Yeah. And the answer was?
Well, it reminded me of the book.
The thought stops there.
It reminded me of the book Cat's Cradle.
Yeah. Yeah, I just read it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
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 Where, you just place it in front of the sign.
What's the name of that religion?
Let me wrap that up for you. I'll put it in the bag.
Yeah, I don't go through that scanner. So they have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything that hurts? Yeah. I said, my soul, you're going to have your hands all over me. Oh, I didn't know about that. I said, no. You step right into that one. No soul?
You can get this stuff in apparel if you're brave enough to wear it. I had a guy send me a picture of him wearing that t-shirt through the TSA checkout. And the caption was, the TSA guys had laughed a lot. One of them said he really liked the dog. But I haven't seen that guy Bob since, so I hope he's all right in Gitmo, But
okay, good luck.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much. God bless.